it's in their hands, and their decision was made.
What specific areas do you want to work on, going back to the bargaining table eventually? And within that context, as far as the relationship between IAM leadership and Boeing leadership, with Kelly Wartburg making a direct overture to you, what is the state of that relationship? Do you feel like it has reset relative to what you put on the table for your members to approve thus far, and what you put on for the next round?
I know that we have to do a lot of talking with our members about the areas that we'll be specific on for their needs. As for the relationship, I think Mr. Ortberg was in a tough position coming in, not too long ago. It's hard to make up for 16 years, and I think that's the position he was in. So this isn't necessarily a reflection of that or him or the relationship. It's really what has happened to our members at the Boeing company by leadership of this company for close to 20 years. So we'll survey our members, we'll talk with them, and we'll find out exactly where we'll focus our energy.
Sir, I know that the last Boeing strike was back in 2008. That lasted, I believe, 8 weeks. What is the message that you have for all your members, whether they voted for this or not, who are faced with the prospect of, the last one again was 2 months, they could be off the job 2 months. What do you say to them?
Well, this is something that we take on one day at a time, 1 week at a time. We got to get back to the table. Our members sent a strong message. I know they're going to be staffing the picket lines tonight, and we'll be there 24/7 all across Puget Sound and Portland and the other locations. So we're ready. I know our members are ready, and so we'll take it in stride. It'll be a little bit chaotic at first, but we'll get our feet under us as we, picket the sites and send a strong message that our members deserve better.
What would you say is the biggest thing? You were asked to pick. What is the biggest thing that they deserve better about?
It's when you look at the process we went through in the last, since 2008, since our last fully negotiated contract, which led to a strike. There were 2 extensions there. So ensuring that job security is in our contract is important. We might have to look at some of those areas. We definitely have to look at wages. We went through a period of 10 years with stagnated wages and with a mass cost inflation that impacted our members. And I know that healthcare costs have been rising. We tried to make an effort to lower some of those cost shares in healthcare. Time off is another one, paid time off. We've had the same schedule for over 30 years, and our members deserve a fair work-life balance as well. So it's really hard to pinpoint one at this point, but our members will tell us.
John, so you want to consult with your members to find out what their issues are before you engage with the company. How long will that process take? I mean, how do you engage with your 33,000 members to find out where you need to focus, and how long do you think it'll take before you can approach Ortberg and say we need to talk?
I know that we'll be looking at surveys, electronic surveys. We have their home email addresses, and we have cell phones, and we'll have surveys built to be able to communicate with them and to drive down into the issues. So we'll do that. We're open at any point to hold meetings with the company. They'll probably be in mediation, which will be fine. So I don't have any time frame as to when they'll start or how fruitful they'll be, but we're ready to do that anytime.
Independent mediation, you mean?
FMCS mediation.
Boeing had promised to build its next plane here in Puget Sound. Is there a chance that this is now off the table, or separately from this, what do you expect the impact will be on this specific local region as a result of this strike?
Well, it's a major issue for us to land that. It was a part of this agreement. There are other aspects of the agreement that clearly weren't good enough for our members, but that'll still be a priority for us, is to secure that work for the future.
You said this is an unfair labor practices strike. Can you elaborate? And are these issues that were apparent on Sunday when the union, recommended accepting this contract?
They absolutely were in play. We've been documenting them for the last couple months, and a lot of it was on the shop floor, when managers start to ask specific questions about what someone might want in the agreement, or, what if we did this, what if we did that, what is your issue specifically with the agreement? That sort of direct dealing is illegal. There were some other specific issues around unlawful interference. It's about communication. We have a right to communicate. We have a right to, use flyers, and some of that was inhibited. There was unlawful surveillance, and that's concerted activity where we might be, marching or, projecting or, talking amongst ourselves on breaks and lunch, and, surveilling that is illegal, and there was some of that. So we're working through those. We've filed them this evening, and we do that in order to protect our members when they chose to strike.
So with NLRB, or who did you file?
With the NLRB, yeah. Go ahead.
We've seen historic wins for American labor recently with UA doubling the Big Three and Team Spirit and UPS. So do you take inspiration from that, and do you see this situation as the next potential big win for American labor?
We did. There was a lot of awesome wins in the labor movement, and I think, that momentum is something that helped us, brought confidence to our members, and so we certainly looked upon that as something to aspire to achieve as well. So we're hoping to continue the labor movement success with our action here tonight.
Jon, do you expect Vice President Harris or President Biden to get involved in this process at all?
I don't have any expectations about that. I don't know.
Speaking with members today, not seeing the pension plan, a lot were disappointed at not seeing that in there. Is that going to be a priority going back to the table with Boeing?
It will be a priority. That's one of the toughest issues we faced out of the last extension, was the loss of the defined benefit pension. I know that many members haven't healed from that wound. So I know it'll be an issue going forward, and it'll certainly be part of our talks going forward.
Everyone get every question answered? I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you, everyone.